Hey, what's going on? Joe Coffey here for PremierGuitar.com. We're at the Diamond Factory in Houston, Texas. And hey, check it out. This is a world exclusive. Big news in the amplification world. There's a new partnership in the works. So to tell us more about it, Jeff Diamond. Jeff, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, Jeff?
Good.
So here's the thing. I became familiar with, I almost called him Blankenstein. We were just joking about that. I became familiar with Roy Blankenship and through one of our mutual dealers out in LA Sound Design. It's owned by Dave Phillips. And when I would go there, that's where my engineer Martin Golub works. That's where his office is, so we can keep an LA presence. And got to play a lot of Roy's amps. Well, at NAMM this year, I was there with my partner Terry Martin, who's here with us. We were exhibiting both the Diamond products and Terry and I and Dean Zielinski, who own DBZ Guitars, Dean's new company, were here. And I got messages from both Martin and from one of my sales guys, Marcus Schaefer, who said, Roy Blankenship is here and he wants to meet with you. He's got some good ideas. And as what resulted from that meeting was essentially the merger of Blankenship and Diamond, where Blankenship came into the Diamond family, Roy came into Houston and is working with us, co-designing some products with us, which has led Diamond into a new line of hand-wired Class A products, some vintage-style 50-watt hand-wired products, as well as the continuation of Roy's company, Blankenship Amps. So I think Roy can probably tell you sort of how that was born.
Yeah, Roy, talk about, how this whole thing came together from your perspective.
I was a one-man operation. I had a little wiring guy that worked for me part-time, and wearing all the hats was starting to get old. And knowing Martin and Dave, and they kept encouraging me to talk to Jeff about either finding some capital or finding some solution to being on the case 24/7. It was starting to get old. And so at the NAMM show, Jeff and I got together. We instantly clicked. I realized that I made everything that he didn't, and they wanted to build what they call grandpa amps, which are the Class A lower wattage things. And I thought this would be awesome. And in the next breath, Jeff said, "We'd like you to move to Houston and oversee the operation." And here I am.
Give us an idea, Roy, people who aren't hip to your stuff, like what's it all about? Your Leeds 21 is kind of famous in boutique circles.
Yeah, a lot of these are famous designs that I wanted to make more giggable and more usable for the Mr. Average player, even the boutique people who want a boutique product. And like the carry-on product that we witnessed earlier is an offshoot of that. It has its own little carry bag that it comes in, and it's totally portable, but yet giggable. Like there are other amps that I have in the line, like the Fat Boy, which the original concept of that amplifier is hardly usable except around the house. So the product that I made actually makes big power, and you can actually use it on a gig. And a lot of people ended up buying two because they like putting a chorus in the middle and actually having, well, for a little gig I use one, and for a big gig I use two. That amp also has switchable between 15 and 25 watts depending on what power tubes you put in it, so it makes it a really usable thing.
And of course, the best named amp in the history of the world
Is the Fat Boy Supreme with sour cream, which means the Fat Boy Supreme means it's a larger amp, it has a 15-inch speaker, and the sour cream part means it has reverb.
And I'll tell you, to go along with that great name, Roy's been telling me about a product that he's developing that he wants to call the Double Double, which for both of us is a nice little nod to In-N-Out Burger.
Yes. Will you make it animal style?
No. That's going to be a special edition product.
Terry, talk about this from your perspective, what Diamond already brings to the market, and now this partnership with Blankenship. There's a whole new world of amps, old world, so to speak. But what's it like to be in your chair kind of seeing all of this ramp up?
It's pretty exciting. I mean, it's basically a dream come true for me. I mean, I'm a tone freak. I mean, I've always chased tone, and I think Jeff kind of did too, and we both had a lot of synergies in that respect. I was excited when Roy came because actually it brought another facet of products that we could sell, smaller amps, and that's one thing we hadn't done. So we had been looking at it, and it basically was something that we wanted to do. So it was, I think, a good synergy.
Going back to what you were talking about with Terry, I think the big thing for us has been having Roy here has not only expanded our line into the low watt combos and the low wattage products, it's also expanded Roy's capabilities too. With our buying power, we were able to really boost and put a big kick to Roy's products to help get them out on a larger scale.
Roy, talk about your role with this company in the future, what you're going to be doing. We know what you used to do. How's that going to work?
I don't do shit now, pal. I show up and play solitaire on the computer all damn day. It's a blast. I love it.
That's the first true thing he said.
When you're the only guy, when you're wearing all the hats, it's a bitch. I'm so happy to not have to do that now, because now I can do things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Because like the Fat Boy Supreme with sour cream is now in its 3rd generation. I finally got it to a point where I'm truly happy with it. And I think a lot of amp designers go through the same thing, where they come up with something and they go, well, you know, it's cool except for this. I want to make a little more this. But when you're wearing all the hats, you don't have time to do that. And I'm so grateful that I can wake up in the morning and I don't have to go, oh God, what do I have to do today so I can make the checks not bounce by the end of the week? So that's a great relief. One of the other things that was really important to me in this whole deal was, and then one of the first things I said to Jeff was, the product has to be exactly the same. I don't want to go through what a lot of other companies have gone through when they've sold out and all of a sudden their product becomes diluted. And people will say, oh, you better buy blah, blah, because if you don't, you won't get the real thing. So we won't mention any names here. But so that was one of the other stipulations of the deal, was that things would stay exactly the same.
So people watching this who are itching to find out more, as far as timelines and when we could start to see product and get product, what should people know along those lines?
Well, the Blankenship products have continued to be in production. Blankenship amps it continues to run like it always has. And those products are in production. They continue to ship every day, just like they have been when Roy was on his own. The Diamond version of those products have been being built, have been being tested, even though they're built off the same platforms, designing new aesthetics, slight different feels. But those products are actually going to be hitting the streets in about 30 to 60 days, I think. So the big announcement of that will be a press release that comes out. You're getting the sneak preview today, but the big press release will come out, and both announcing the synergy that's developed here, announcing the release of the products, a description of the products that have been coming out under the Diamond moniker. All the products will hit the website at the same time and start shipping to dealers thereafter. We've already been talking to some of the dealers, most of whom are already familiar with Roy's products, and we're happy to either get access to his products for the first time or to get access to our versions of the co-design products that we have with Roy. We're going to be offering a similar product to Roy's Fat Boy and Fat Boy Supreme with sour cream, and that we're going to be doing a 112 combo and a 115 combo with reverb. Again, on the same platform, very slight twists and turns, a different aesthetic, a little bit different feel. With the Diamond versions, Roy's products have always been very vintage styled. It's all about the vintage vibe, and our customers have liked the vintage stuff, but also want a modern feel to their amps. They like things to look new and a little bit of edge, and we wanted to bring that style to those products as well. That product's going to be called the Balinese, which has an interesting history of that name. And we're going to also offer a companion to his Leeds 21 with some slight twists and turns to it as well. That's going to be called our Del Fuego. In fact, I brought a mock-up for you. Right over here is just sort of the first prototype of what's going to be the Del Fuego. And you can see we're offering that in a custom burgundy snakeskin Tolex. Will also be available in black with a either brushed or anodized aluminum chassis, all Class A, all hand-wired. That's going to also come, like the Lead series, in a 112 or a 212 combo. And then we're going to build a product similar to Roy's Variplex, which is one of the most innovative products I've seen in a while. That is going to be our 50-watt vintage-styled hand-wired amp. Just a really, really classic, nice voicing. All of those products are going to be hitting the streets at the same time.